think I got the thumbs up, guys. Okay, I got the thumbs up. Good stuff. Welcome back to TS Powerline. Oh man, Troll dropped his hat. Shit's going down. No, don't beat him up!
That's what's up.
Oh god. You know, next time I come to your house, I'm gonna actually have like a physical sub sandwich. I'm gonna be like, hey guys, I got the sub, and I'm just gonna slam it on the table. The sauce is gonna get everywhere. It's gonna ruin the mats. So for this deck profile, we're going to be showing Nightrose, who recently got a lot of love with, well, okay, it's not recent. It happened like, you know, last year at the end. But still, it got a lot of fun stuff that made it dumb. So first off, we're gonna start with threes. Obviously, for Nightrose, because she's pretty. And then 2 Night Storm. Now this deck can get away with only playing 6 grade 3s because you want everything in the drop zone. So struggle striding only helps you. So Nightrose's effect is, when you stride, counter +1, revive anything from the drop zone, and then that unit gets +2. Her secondary effect, which is the Generation Break 2, once per turn, when a unit is retired, mill 3 cards, return that unit back to the field, or back to a rearguard circle. That's pretty good with this deck now, considering that there's a G-Guard that lets you retire on the opponent's turn. So you can potentially do a small Denial Griffin combo. Or you can do other things. You can get more defense. It's fun. Either way. To the twos I mean. The laziest of Necros. Literally the staple in this deck, I think. It's so good. Actually, all these twos feel like staples. Well, just him and King Serpent! But anyway, so his effect is when he's placed, Soul Blast 1, Counter Blast 1, revive a grade 2 or lower unit on the field, or the drop zone. At the end of the turn, if he's hollowed himself, or if he dies from his own hollow ability, you countercharge 1, soul charge 1. So you just get back your cost. You're investing the counter blast and soul blast into a rear guard. And then you get it back when he dies. And then, unlike the other grade 2s in this deck, he's one of the good ones that is an on-place ability, so you don't have to play it from the drop zone. You can just play it from hand. It's pretty good. You don't have to throw it away. 4 Skeleton Cannoneer. His effect is when he's placed from the drop zone to the field, Counter Blast 1, retire a rear guard. Then if it's hollowed, you draw 1 card. This is the one you just throw away early, or you ride it just to build the soul. It's really good. It lets you retire, draw, and then since Nightrose is GB 2, you can always bring it back. So even if it died, you're getting it back. So you drew a card from that, attacked, it died, it came back. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You can kill Blaster Blade on the opponent's turn when they try doing flowable things, and they're just like, well, that happened. Help. 2 Negrohook. His effect is when he attacks, a Generation Break gets plus 2k, and then if he's hollowed, he gets another 5k. Pretty strong. Doesn't need booster. Helps with doing the multi-attacks in turns. Can swing for 26 if you use the stand triggers abilities. And then the best grade 2, which makes this deck pretty dumb and afford all the soul and counterblast it can do. King Serpent. When he's revived from the drop zone, soul charge 1, counter charge 1. Or hold on. Not counter charge. I'm sorry, this is before that. Choose a card from the damage zone. Turn it face up. Yeah. He's only 8k, but when you revive him with Nightrose, he's 10. So he makes a good booster with practically everything in the deck. That's the ones. 4-star enablers. Since we're playing only 6 threes, we need to max out the stride enablers to help get Nightrose. So if you have the wrong grade 3, you can reveal Nightrose and get a new one. Or you can reveal the wrong grade 3 and search your deck for Nightrose. I play 4 Negro Bone. Thinking about lowering it to 3, not sure yet. Only because it's the next grade 1 I'm going to reveal. It's pretty important with a lot of the combos. It helps you afford counterblast, but this grade 1 is after it boosts. If you have a Nightrose Vanguard at Generation Break, kill that unit it just boosted, revive a unit with the hollow ability from the drop zone to rearguard circle. So this is how you get off more attacks with 1 turn. It's only a counterblast.
Oh.
Nightrose can, unlike the 7C's deck, Nightrose can afford all the counterblast it's dishing out. Next grade
I
1.
was testing her out in Alpha.
Bail the Ghosty. His effect is Generation Break. When he's placed on the rear guard from the drop zone, he gains plus 2k. His auto ability is when his second auto ability, which is in Generation Break, when it's put into the drop zone from the rear guard. If you have a Nightrose Vanguard, you can return a student to the bottom of your deck and then countercharge 1. So this is how you get away with all your counterblasts. This thing can attack for 9 when it's called. If you call it with Nightrose, it's 11, so it doesn't even need a booster. That's for like a grade 1 that just is there to help you get counterblast back. You usually kill it with this grade 1, so you kill this, and then you call a new unit to attack, and then this unflips. So this cost didn't even really cost you anything. This deck is very counterblast, like affordable. And then last, just 4 perfect guards that unflip because it's either this or just the other perfect guard that does just perfect guards. And you might as well get some counterblast back. Now we go to triggers. For Nightrose, obviously, 4 Nightrose crit, just to build soul. Goes into soul, draw when you attack. Pretty good. 4 cease scrolling banshee. Moves into the soul, draw a card. Helps build soul. Then you draw a card. If you don't have Nightrose, it helps you filter through the top of the deck to get to it faster.
So you're trying to say that because it comes out, it's no longer being triggered by offense, so it can't be called.
4 stand triggers. These stand triggers help you when you try to deck out, when you're very close to decking out with this, because this deck does mill a lot more than like the previous like 7C's deck. His effect is, when he's placed during Generation Break from the drop zone, choose a unit, it gets plus 10,000 power. And then, at the end of your turn, when this unit is retired, if it's hollowed, you can return it back to your deck. Well, actually, no, it's not at the end of the turn. It's just when this is retired, and it just returns to the deck if it's hollow. So you can call over it on your turn and then put triggers back to your deck. And then last but not least, just 4 heal triggers, because heals are meta now. Because a lot of G-guards are getting dumb with effects. Gear Chronicles being like the biggest one.
More of what?
Now we get to the real deck.
So we know what that's from.
4 Gash, or King Gash. Literally the reason this deck is good. He's Soul Blast 1, Counter Blast 1 for the cost. Then you can Soul Blast as many cards as you want from your soul. For every card you Soul Blast, not including this Soul Blast 1 at the beginning, you call back a unit. And then the units you call back get 1,000 for each card face up in the G zone.
No, I have home.
So you can go from having a no board to a full board. And especially with these crits that go into the soul,
7 days.
you can call them back just to draw more cards. And then Bill set up the soul for next turn.
Broken.
It's pretty broken. You can have no field and just spit out like 5 rear guards for a Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1. It's pretty undercost for this not being GB2 at all.
This is pretty much the same.
It is.
And then 4 Nightrose. Oh, missing the 4th one, guys.
That
There she is.
the other draw can be called
4
by
Nightrose
all
because-
high B support.
Why not?
Which one? They both get.
This deck can afford to do Nightrose's ability,
They're
unlike
like the
7C's.
same thing, then.
She is, when she attacks, Counter Blast 1, 2, I mean. Flip her copy. Call 2 units to different columns.
What's his name? The spear guy, right?
Columns. Yes.
He's
Nope, different rows.
the 9K. He comes in.
So this is how you can enable more attacks in one turn if you already have the board set up. It's a little bit cost effective, counterblast heavy, but you know, you get away with it. Right now I'm playing 2
And all of that.
Obadiah just to mill
the
cards from the
Vanguard,
deck
I
if I don't have them in the drop zone for the combos. Pretty good. And then if you mill 2 units that have hollow, you can revive a ghosty. If you mill a minimum of 2, you can revive a grade 1 normal ghosty from the drop zone.
Gummo was the Vanguard. He's
Now for the G-Guards, 2 of the new one, Negro Lily. Her effect is Counter Blast 1, choose one of her rear guards, retire it. When she's placed,
I actually want to make
call a grade 1 normal ghosty. No, call a normal ghosty from the drop zone to the field. If you do, you gain 10,000 power. This is how you get away with Nightrose's GB2. You kill either Negro Lazy or the Cannoneer, or the Stand Trigger, and then you call a new card. And then use Nightrose to revive those cards that just died.
It's that you can't take 2 1 on us.
And then you can trigger their effect. So you can call an extra grade 2, you can retire something on the opponent's field and draw, or you can give the Vanguard 10k for 1 turn. Kind of like what Gears does, but this isn't a metal horse, so it's kind of fun.
It's a stride.
2 of the Dragon, mills 2 cards from the top, and then you gain 5k shield. You don't have to mill. It's just there to help fuel. And then
I looked at it.
these 2 Cray Elementals. Sea Breeze, because you can afford the counterblast. And at 3rd grade stock, it helps you get your GB, and then you can do everything else, because everything doesn't need you to be at grade 4 Nightrose. And this G-Guard, just to drop 1 draw, helps you put the useless cards in your hand into the drop zone.
And it's cute.
And it's
you can
a
turn either one better
fun-ish
than the other one.
looking thing.
I like the gold.
And last but not least, Starter. When he's hollowed,
What was the original?
and he dies at the end of the turn from the hollow ability, counter charge 2. This is how the deck can afford all its counterblasts. It's pretty much your standard Grand Blue starter,
The road
considering.
one was the one that
And
inspired
then,
me to get Nightrose, I
well,
think.
starter, you kind of don't want to soul blast it sometimes.
Greater Vanguard.
Most of the times, I don't even soul blast it for Nightrose. I keep it in the soul just to have a free revive. Just to have another revive with the effect of Gash.
And only when you rode.
And yeah, that's it.
I think.
Hope you enjoyed, guys. Hope this helped you with building Nightrose's deck.